Hi, I'm Jagmohan Chawla, and welcome to Learn My Language. And the topic for today is understanding why knowing the German gender is so important. As you will know, there are three genders in the German language: masculine, feminine, and neutral. And obviously, they have the matching articles. So we say der Mann, die Frau, das Kind. The problem is there is no direct logic, so you cannot predict by looking at the object will it be a masculine object or a feminine object, such as moon is masculine, der Mond, but the sun is feminine, die Sonne, and that makes it really, really hard. You can always say, what's the big deal? That's some of the advice that I got, just say it, just be fluent, don't worry too much about the gender. But the impression that it creates is really horrible because it has a deep impact on grammatical structures. It affects the usage of articles, adjectives, pronouns, sentence structures, and it confuses everybody. So, a very simple example, if you're familiar with Hindi language, is वो छोटा लड़का है. Now, if somebody is saying वो छोटा लड़की है, we will smile. We'll immediately know this guy is not native. We'll not tell that guy, but we will always laugh when he says वो छोटा लड़की है. That's the impact when you speak wrong grammar, especially in a professional environment. And knowing German gender is extremely important. So, what changes with gender? The articles change, the adjective endings change, the pronouns change, and it has a deep impact on cases also. And we'll explore that bit by bit. So, let's first take the article. Whenever there is a masculine object, we say der Hund. If it's a feminine, then it's die Katze. If it is neutral, then it's das Kind. So it's immediately obvious what is the gender of the object in question. Okay, I don't want to scare you, but this is really important because it took me maybe 6 years or 7 years to realize how adjective declinations work. And I could never get them because I never knew the right gender of the object. If it's a masculine object, and let's say if it's a smart dog, then you say ein kluger Hund. So klug has this AR as ending because the Hund is masculine and it's the obligation of the adjective to tell the gender of the object because there is no der. If there was der Hund, then it's fine. But since the der is missing, it's only ein, then klug has to become kluger. Don't worry about that. We will cover that in a detailed exercise, but that's what I want to emphasize. Unless you know the gender, you will be lost. You will be lost when you come to adjectives, when you try to use adjective declinations. It's really important. And for pronouns, you need to know what is the right pronoun. It's actually, the more and more I relate to Hindi, the more and more it's become simple to understand. English is too powerful. It has the concept of it and they, and so it's different. But here, uska, uski, mera, meri, when you try to compare with Hindi, it's much simpler, and that's what I'm going to use in my subsequent lessons. So, as an example, der Tisch has the pronoun er, die has the pronoun sie. So, the point is, pronouns also change with genders. What about cases? Accusative case, dative case. Do not worry about not knowing these terms or not knowing these cases. All I want to tell you is when you try to get into the cases, if you don't know the gender, you will not be able to understand them. Because here I have an example, a masculine object, der Hund. It becomes den Hund. It says, it's a die Katze. So in accusative case, has no effect on the feminine gender, but the masculine gender changes from der to den. So if you don't know the gender of Hund, and if you want to use accusative case, what will you do? You'll say ich sehe, and then you'll get confused because in your mind there will be too much translation going on. You'll be trying to think of the gender of the Hund, plus you'll be trying to think of the rule that accusative applies, and you will lose your flow. And that's what happens. So you have to know the gender. What doesn't change with gender? The verb conjugation and sentence order remain same. So that means the world is not lost if you don't know the gender. And obviously there are some cheap tricks. If you use plural, it's always D. So that's how you survive initially. So just try to use plural and you are relatively okay. So as part of this series, I'm going to focus a lot on colors. So when we have these flashcards or words that will be posted, every time I'll try to use the consistent colors. That means consistently we'll have blue for masculine, pink for feminine, and orange for neutral. Okay, this is really just to make a visual difference because I'm a visual learner and I hope it helps you also. And over a period of time, our mind will start connecting the dots. That's all for today. A detailed link to this will be also posted in the description of the video as a blog post, and then you can get into more details. So please like, share, and subscribe. That helps me motivate and create more videos. Thanks and have a great day.